We're going to speak a lot about the S-curve, right? All of us in our businesses and various roles and responsibilities are experiencing changes and shifts. Many technologies have started to be able to buck the trend. Technologies like TV took over 50 years to get to saturation of the TV audience. Technologies like social media did the same thing in 5 years. So the adoption of these technologies is something that we can't run away from, nor can we shirk. Consider what that means for the S-curve that all of us occupy. We know that all our businesses go through the same process. At the start of any business, as we all know, your growth is low. Yes, people are paying you, but now you have to grow the business. Now you have to raise loans, you have to raise capital, you have to bring resources on board, and you reach a curve, which ultimately means that you have to make some decisions. You're going to create momentum that is sustained through that curve. You're going to ultimately just plateau, or you ultimately will go into obsolescence. The next S-curve is how do you take all of that and put it into other people and get them to accelerate your growth. Any organization, especially in SMME, if you're growing, then you're shifting. If you're growing, you are still moving forward. Everything around you is shifting at a rate that's so quick that if you find your business either stagnating or slipping into obsolescence, it becomes very difficult to get off that back foot. I spent many hours speaking to corporates in South Africa around adoption of technologies that allowed people to work from home, right? And before COVID, that was like a swear word. But then there was an external stimulus, COVID-19, that forced people to think differently about that. And that created an inflection point for many organizations in South Africa. Inflection points are critical, but they also can be external or internal. Goal is to sustain the forward momentum. Make sure that you're moving in a forward direction. For us to be able to achieve exponential growth, it boils down to really understanding a cycle, right? Sales is your ability to stay close to the ground. You can't shy away from the fact that your marketing efforts have to start building coherent stories that allow people to understand exactly why you exist. For you to build a coherent story, you need to be on the ground close enough to understand the pain points of your customers. And through that, you're able to start getting a higher close rate in the way you approach your business. The key thing that we consider that you get from a sales process is understanding your strategic levers that you can leverage as an organization. And so taking your business from an exponential perspective is understanding that infinity curve and the dance between sales and marketing that allows you to be able to ultimately inflect and create value out of that process. Understand that there's a unique opportunity for us as a continent. We have to think about Africa's context to deliver to 1.2 billion people that are all connected, that are all on devices, and are all looking for services and solutions. As an SMME, the trick is to try and define a place that you're going to play. And the discipline of an SMME that's going to succeed is to pick a lane and to become the best in that lane.